Hello. Okay, so I welcome you to this MSN Education Capstone, this video that I'm going to make, and I hope it will serve a great purpose for those who are behind me in the program and future MSN education student in the program. So, first of all, you need to log in to the student portal. So, I'm already logging. You put your email and password, and then you log into the student portal. Now, as you log into the portal, you see you have your My Capella and then the university. So, I'll talk about both. So, this is going to be part one of the capstone. I feel like if there's a training, there is a video about step by step how to go about things, it will help a lot of students. I wish there's a video, that is really step by step how things work. But though they have videos in the core ELMS, it's not clear to me personally. So my Capella, this is where you come in and then academic plan and manage registration. So here, when I come here, you can see that I'm almost at the end. The only remaining class is Capstone. If you click on start now, it doesn't allow me. I have these two classes. Both of them are very good. Shaw or Justin. When you go on the Facebook groups, they both of them come highly recommended. Now, when I choose this and I click on register course, they are saying that I don't meet the core requirements. You must meet the prerequisite before you can enroll in this class. So, what is the prerequisite that they are talking about? That is what we're gonna look into. So, I come here, the university, then I go to on this left side, you see School of Nursing and Health Sciences. I go to School of Nursing and Health Sciences, and then I go to Practicum. I click on this Practicum. When you click on this Practicum, then because I'm in education, I'm going to click on MSN Practicum. Once I click on that, all this page is going to be what I'm looking for. So the MSN Practicum. So by now I know that my program requires 100 hours. Those of you who will be watching and you are in informatics, you're going to be doing 200 hours. You're going to be doing 200 hours. This is the email to reach out to them to get support. I've emailed them since last week. I haven't received any response back from them. However, every Tuesday at 11 a.m., either 11 or 11:30 a.m. Central Time, they go on Zoom, and this practicum support ladies go on Zoom. So students are expected to join, and your enrollment counselor or your coach is supposed to send you the link. My enrollment counselor and coach never sent me any Zoom link. They didn't even tell me about it. It was my friend who forwarded that email to me. And so last week I was able to attend, and they allow every student to ask their individual problem and issues, and they try to help you fix it. So on the Zoom is when I realized, I got to understand that I was supposed to upload student health insurance, student professional liability insurance. I didn't know. And also I was supposed to upload my resume and then a form, some kind of form. So I'm going to walk you through. That's what I'm saying. This is the part one of it. In the video description of this video that you are watching, you can click on the link that I put there and enter your first name and email, your phone number, if you will, and then be added to the list. And then I will send you email on some particular instruction that can help you if you need help in choosing a capstone project topic to work on with your preceptor, because some of the preceptors, they may be 1 year into their master's degree and they may not have enough experience how this practicum thing work, and so they may not be able to help you come up with topics. So I'll be able to help you. I mean, I will send a link inside the email that will follow up if you opt into the subscriber list for this particular Capella MSN program. And then it's optional if you want to get on it and get that list that you can choose from and work it out with your preceptor. Okay. All right. So let's go on. It is very imperative, very important that you review the MSN program handbook. Okay. So I'll right click on it and then I'll open it up. All right. So read it page by page so you understand what you need to do. Now I'm going to go through it with you because it is very important that you get to. Some people have problem reading detailed things. It is very important that you read honestly. Okay, so they explain everything to you, how while you will design implementation and evaluation plan, you will not implement your project. So wherever your preceptor works, and he or she doesn't have to be a nurse practitioner. Let me put that out there. So assuming you work in a nursing home, a skilled nursing home, the administrator of that nursing home, if you are in good terms and relationship with that person, I am thinking every administrator in a nursing home has a master's degree in administration or leadership. So they can be a perfect preceptor for you. So it doesn't have to be a nurse practitioner, honestly. It doesn't have to be a nurse practitioner. If your social worker is a master's degree holder, they can be your preceptor in your workplace, at the workplace, okay? So, and you are not going into the workplace to implement whatever thing that you write about. You are not there to implement it. You are just, you find out issues that are going on, whether with the patient that are seen or that lives in the nursing home or in the clinic. They come to the clinic, realistic problems that are going on over there, and then you identify one problem. If it's also a problem for the preceptor, whether it's medication regime, or whatever it may be, so you choose one to work on. Very, very detailed. So so it says some examples of appropriate projects are community-based interventions to address teen pregnancy among Native Americans, school-based intervention to address adolescent obesity. So the list goes on. You can choose from here, okay? If you don't want to choose from what they have here, like I said, you can opt into my list and opt into my subscriber list, and I'll send you a list that you can download and get it from, okay? Choose from there a very suitable project. MSN projects are not research implemented project with institutional board review. So they are making you understand this. Now you have to memorize the terms and understand it. To ensure a successful capstone project, it is recommended that you complete the capstone assignments or assessments in the following sequence. So problem statement means that's what they've initiated as PCOT. Your problem statement is what you have identified to work on. That is a realistic problem going on in the community, in the clinical setting. Maybe it's a problem for the preceptors, your family nurse practitioner, the doctor, the workers, the patient, whatever. Intervention plan design, implementation plan design, evaluation plan design, final project submission. Okay. To ensure you have a meaningful topic for your capstone, you are required to complete the capstone project plan. Okay. So the capstone project plan, where would you find the capstone project plan? It is very important that you open all these steps here. So step 1, when you click on it, the first step in your practicum process is to prepare. Use the practicum preparation tracker to establish a completion timeline for your practicum process. It's not necessary to use it, but you can use it if you want. Please ensure you review your MSN program handbook, and that was what we were doing, reviewing the handbook. Capella Academic Portal. The School of Nursing and Health Science uses an online system called Capella Academic Portal, hosted by Core ELMS, which is Experiential Learning Management System. Okay, so watch this welcome orientation video. Review your program specific. Okay, so right click on it and then
welcome to Capella University's Site-Based Learning Orientation. We will focus on Nursing Health Sciences and Doctorate of Health Administration for this orientation. First, let's have a welcome from Interim Dean Dr. Lisa Krieger. Let's start with what is the practicum process. The first step is researching what types of projects you'd want to focus on, as well as the site, such as the organization, and the preceptor you would be working with. Oftentimes, learners will work at their place of employment. Other times, they will start at a place that they are not employed. The decision is really up to you and the topic you wish to pursue. The next step is to establish an agreement between the site and Capella. This process will need to go through a full execution of a contract agreement. Please note it may also involve learner compliance, such as background checks, immunizations, or drug screens, depending on your site's requirements and contract language. The next step is to propose your site and preceptor. This will be done through one of the systems called Core ELMS, would then be followed by requirements that you would submit. They are materials in Core ELMS that both you and your preceptor will complete. If you have any outstanding learner compliance, that would also need to be completed. Sometimes your site may have additional vendors or orientations, for instance, that you may also need to complete before starting at your practicum. Please remember to keep that in mind. Once all requirements and materials for Capella and your site are completed, you will receive a final site and preceptor approval email. That is the practicum process. You may be asking yourself, how do I start? First, let's review the resources that are available to you to help you start. This welcome orientation is one of them. Congratulations, you've already started to complete it. Another option to consider is the Practicum Preparation Guide. This can help you to understand what types of organizations you may want to work with, what type of outreach you might need, and how to start your application materials. Another resource to review is your campus school's Practicum page. One of the materials that it includes are core user guides. This will help you from getting started in core, how to submit materials in core, how to track your status, and how to use core during your course. It also has video tutorials that you can watch for each step. Finally, you may wish to review the core demo that shows it all in one piece. You can use the core demo or the core user guides to review different steps. And keep in mind there may be more resources available to you as you continue forward. Another question you may be asking yourself is, when do I start? The short answer is to start early. While we encourage you to begin the process as soon as possible, please keep in mind you may start this at any time during your program. It is also important to note that all requirements for your practicum should be and must be completed before you can enroll into your course. This is why it's important to start early so that you do not have delays. Also note, you must be enrolled in the course before you begin to accrue hours. Thank you for taking the time to watch this orientation.
All right, so there you have it. That's the orientation video. So I started the program in February 5th, I think. And my coach said, start the preceptor, the agreement form, fill it immediately because it can take months if you don't do it. So I listened to him and then I came here. So if you are going in order, so you can print this out if you want. You can, and then you read the entire handbook. Very, very crucial that you do so. Then watch this video. Then click on the user guide here. We will come to this one. Okay, this is very important videos that we're gonna watch. So, but before we come to this one here, you click on this one. Access Capella. So this is where all the action is going to take place, where you're going to fill the form so your preceptor and the site will be approved. Okay, the core ELMS. Okay, so right click on it. If I click on it directly, it's going to open on this browser. I don't want it to do that. So all this thing is happening in step 1, which is the preparation step. Step 2 is research. The second step in your practicum process is research practicum sites. So it can be a nursing home, it can be an urgent care, it can be a family clinic, it can be virtual if you can't find anything, on the ground to do. So explore all options that you have available to you. Explore all options, okay? So they want 20 hours of the 100 hours to be a direct patient client, contact. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. If you don't do that. So my coach was saying something about, but all doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a classroom settings. Whether you get a school nurse, to give you 20 hours and then an urgent care or a family clinic or a nursing home, assistant living. It can be any healthcare settings. Okay, it has to be a healthcare settings. All right. So that is the research part, finding a location and getting it approved. Once you find the location, then you complete how to complete the agreement intake form. This is what needs to start immediately. Okay, it needs to start immediately. This is what can take months. This agreement intake form, it can take months. One thing that can even make it take months is when your preceptor doesn't have a company, a business email like grace dot bradley at gmail.com. They will not accept it. Yahoo.com, they will not accept it. So if the clinic the person is working at is called Happy Day Clinic, it has to be grace.bradley at happydayclinic dot at happydayclinic.com. They have to have a business email. So for personally, what I had to do, they didn't want to accept my preceptor. They rejected the first one that I did. So, and there was no way my preceptor was going to get any professional business email. She's very busy in her life. She's not going to get any business email from anywhere. And I don't have the time and the leisure to go and be looking for other preceptors. It took me it took the grace of God for me to find this good preceptor that I have. And so one thing I did was to create a business email for her. I have a little IT background, a little technical background, and I have a team of IT who create websites. So I took the clinic where she works, the name, and then we created an email with the domain for her, gave her access so that she will be able to access the email, you know, and doesn't have to have any challenges. And it got approved. Okay, so you need to be smart and know how to work around things. All right, you need to be smart and know how to work around things, because it's either I have her, they get her approved, or I go and pay $1,000 for a virtual preceptor. To be honest with you, I wouldn't want to do that. I'm not paying $1,000 to anybody for any virtual preceptorship. Okay. I mean, I understand they are using their time and everything, and their time is valuable, but the minimum should be $500, not 1,000. The one I spoke to on Facebook Messenger said 1,000. I'm like, okay, I don't have that. Even if I have, I'm not doing that. So that's just the story about that. So the step 4 is compliance. The first step, your practicum support team will inform you of any needed compliance. And then you have to have a more practice insurance. So today, being April 8th, I just filled the application for a student insurance. I have insurance for my business, but for my business is a professional liability for my staffing agency business, but I needed a student one for this particular thing. So I've applied today. Hopefully tomorrow they will have it approved so I can add it. And then step 5 says task. How to complete the site preceptor requirements, how to complete the learner site. Once your site preceptor form is reviewed and you will receive a site preceptor approval email, and your preceptor will receive login information to complete their documentation requirement. The site pro. Okay, so I'm going to take you in there so we can how to complete the. So this is the email that I received. This is the email that I received from. I'm trying to go into my email. No. So I received this last 2 days on Sunday. No, Saturday, 2 days ago. Yeah, Saturday. Practicum agreement complete and next step. Dear Rosalyn, good news. The School of Nursing has verified your site's current active affiliation. Submit your site prospector. If you had previously submitted a site prospector before we reviewed your agreement intake, please submit a new site prospector. So they want me to do a new site prospector. Submit your other learner CAP requirements, acknowledgement form, release information, resume, professional liability insurance, MSN Capstone proposal. Should your site have compliance requirement, we will email you within 2 to 3 business days. This is just time consuming, and I'm trying to finish it by April 30th. So I have, by the end of this week, everything need to be completed and in the capstone already, so that I can use these 2 weeks to finish the whole thing. So that is my target. So let's see if I'm able to do that. So the second video that I'm going to make will be about when I'm enrolled in the capstone of after they've approved all this madness here. So acknowledgement form, release of information. So let's go in here and see what all those things are about. Okay. So you go through all these steps. So let's come here and let's go here. Okay. All right. So I am in the ELMS portal, site prospector. This is what they want me to come and do. Let me see my submissions. I've already submitted this. They've approved. They said I should add a new site prospector. For whatever reason, I don't know why they want me to add it again. So let's do this video here. Watch the demos. So based on this email here, it says what's next? Submit your site prospector. If you had previously submitted a site prospector before we reviewed your agreement intake form, please submit a new site prospector. So the agreement intake form, practicum agreement complete and next step. Okay. So there's an affiliation agreement with the clinic that I chose. Now they said that if I had previously submitted a site before the agreement, now I should submit it again. Okay. So to be sure of what they want me to do. So this is how the videos go. Access core ELMS. Change. To access this core, like I said, you need to log into the main Capella site and then go to the university and then, follow the steps that I did from the beginning before you can be able to access the core ELMS. So follow everything that I was doing in the video right from beginning. So site prospector. So let's watch this.
This video will show how to complete the Site Prospector Requirement section in Core ELMS. From the home page in Core, click Requirements. Locate the Site Prospector requirement. To begin, click on the Add button. Then click Create New Form. This will open a new window. Follow the prompts on your screen, the first of which is to watch the Site Prospector video. After reviewing the video, please acknowledge the following. Then be sure to navigate and complete the Site Prospector form. Once your Site Prospector form is reviewed and approved, you will receive a Site Prospector approval email, and your preceptor will receive login credentials for Core ELMS, along with instructions to complete their documentation requirements. Be sure to click Submit, and this is how you would complete the Site Prospector requirement in Core ELMS. Please remember there are 2 steps, this form and also actually submitting the Site Prospector as instructed in the Site Prospector video above.
Okay, let's go back. So the Site Prospector.
This video will show how to complete the Site Prospector requirement section in Core ELMS. From the home page in Core, click Requirements. Locate the Site Prospector requirement. To begin, click on the Add button. Then click Create New Form. This will open a new window. Follow the prompts on your screen, the first of which is to watch the Site Prospector video. After reviewing the video, please acknowledge the following. Then be sure to navigate and complete the Site Prospector form. Once your Site Prospector form is reviewed and approved, you will receive a Site Prospector approval email, and your preceptor will receive login credentials for Core ELMS, along with instructions to complete their documentation requirements.
So this is teaching you what
Be sure
to
to
do
click Submit,
when you come in here.
and this is how you would complete the Site Prospector requirement in Core ELMS.
Okay, I think that's the first
Remember,
thing.
there are 2 steps, this form and also
I just
actually
repeated
submitting
it.
the Site Prospector as instructed in the Site Prospector video above.
Right, that's so. What do you want? Money for what? So this is the okay, so the Site Prospector form. Okay, so let me see what the Site Prospector form says.
This video will show how to submit a Site Prospector from Core ELMS. This is used to propose your site and preceptor or site supervisor for school review. From the home page in Core, click Site Prospector, then click Submit New Site. Select your rotation date, your rotation type, and enter information about your site as well as your preceptor or site supervisor. Please be sure your preceptor or site supervisor email is correct. Follow the remainder of the prompts on your screen, and when complete, click Submit Prospect.
Okay, so
this video will show how to submit a Site Prospector from Core ELMS. This is used to propose your site and preceptor or site supervisor for school review. From the home page in Core, click Site Prospector, then click Submit New Site. Select your rotation date, your rotation type, and enter information about your site as well as your preceptor or site supervisor. Please be sure your preceptor or site supervisor email is correct. Follow the remainder of the prompts on your screen, and when complete, click Submit Prospect.
okay, so I'm going to, as it said in the email, to redo it because they were working on the agreement and now agreement is done. So now I have to work on the Site Prospector and then the Site Prospector form. Okay, so what I need to do is to come into the Core Site Prospector. It's right here. So home page, Site Prospector, and then it says what? Add new Site Prospector. So I'm going to click on that. So rotation, my rotation is April. MSN Practicum. And then I'll click on continue. All right, there are no, so the site name, I'll just go ahead and fill it out. So once I fill it out, I click on submit. And then what I do is to, I'll come and add. I think my video has been very long. So at least up to this point, you know what to do. So I'm going to fill this out, and then what it shows in the email for me to do, I'm going to follow. I'm going to submit acknowledgement form. But the last thing I want to show you here is the last thing I want to show you here is this the project proposal plan. Where do you get the project proposal plan? I got it from here. If you are going the step by step, you will find the project proposal plan. Research agreement. So this is a fillable form that you find from one of the steps. It's inside one of the steps. So you click on it, and then it opens, and then you put the information. So I've already written my please review your Capstone Practicum Handbook for. So inside the handbook, you will see the project proposal plan link. You right click on it, it will open. I'll fill it out. I have my project proposal plan already written here. All I'm going to do is to copy and paste it into the template, this template here, and then I'm going to submit it in the core ELMS. Okay, so the video has been long enough. Look in the description and follow the instructions I put there. If you don't understand anything, you can email me as I send an email to the list, and then we can talk from there. Thank you.